Hey guys, what is up? Team Duelist Line 671 coming at you with a update deck profile for the Edison Gladiator. I got second place in this one at my locals. Hard fought battles, and I'm grateful for my friends that participated in that tournament and helped me test the limits of this deck. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell and be part of the notification squad. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into this, please. So first off, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Gladiator's the Quarry. Pretty much the main beat stick of the deck. 2 copies of Gladiator's Darius. Much needed. 2 copies of Ikest. Pretty much your horseman and your main Liger beater. Then for the 1-ofs, for the level 4s, 1 copy of Gladiator's Bestiary. We can only ever play 1, unfortunately, in Edison, but that's okay. 1 copy of Secutor to help chirp out the Herclinos with this in a combination with Prisma and Rescue Cat, which I'll show shortly. Really helps turbo out the Herclinos. I should bring 1 out in turn 2. Turn 3, that is. 1 copy of Hoplamos, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, because sometimes you just need that extra 24 defense to help fend off the opponent's monster from attacking over your Gladiator, so your War Chariot's life. Then to continue, for the level 3 Glads, we play 1 copy of Mermaid Mon and Barnacle Boy. Just kidding. Mermello and Rediari. The monster removal on the field, the card removal from the graveyard. Then 2 copies of Gladiator Samnite. Summary! Anyways, to combo with the Test Tiger, because we also play Rescue Cat. And we're using the older text for Edison, so whatever Rescue Cat summons is automatically live. Then to continue, 2 copies of Gladiator Beast Prisma. I know he's technically Elemental Hero Prisma, but we might as well call him Gladiator Beast Prisma because he's pretty much essentially part of the deck. 2 copies, so that'll be it for the monsters. For the spells, 2 copies of Gladiator Proving Ground. Prabahao! Prove yourself. Anyways, 1 copy of Reinforcement of the Army to even out the searchers of the deck. And also 1 copy of Gladiator Beast Respite. This one rarely comes up, but it does help to shuffle back the extra Gladiator Beast in my hand, or like the extra War Chariots if I don't really need it. Or if I don't have a Glads to use it with. So yes. So anyways, for the spells, continue. 2 copies of Book of Moon to help with the Samnite engine. Because if Samnite is tagged out properly with Test Tiger, and it destroys a monster by battle, you could search for a Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. So don't forget that clutch play, guys, with Samnite. This is to help the Samnite follow through as well as help your Secutor plays follow through too. Last of the spells, the one and only Heavy Storm, because you combo this with Trapstone to blow up the opponent's back row, which I'll show you in a little bit. Now for the traps, the bread and butter of the deck. Wabaku baku, wabaku baku, Sorry, I had to. So 2 copies of Wabaku. To help stop all decays and help your Glads tag out. It really throws the opponent off when you just activate Wabuku and they run into the Glad, and then you tag into Mermello, shoot the attacker. 2 copies of Bombless Shrapnel. Helps against Machinas that really came in clutch when they kept on recycling the Machina Fortress and managed to just banish it, because that's a significant threat to Glads. 2 copies of Dimensional Prison, same principle. Help remove monsters that are just too big for the Glads to attack over. Sometimes, depending on the situation. 1 copy of Mirror Force. 1 copy of Trap Dust Shoot, everyone's favorite. I know a lot of Glad players don't really like to play this, but I personally like to play it because it helps disrupt plays, so your Glads don't have to work too hard. This helped me stop a Kaios from hitting the board, because if that Kaios would have went through, that would have been bad. But yes. 2 copies of Trap Stun. Pretty much if the opponent has the same idea, you just use Trap Stun on them. 2 copies of Oh Chariot, Your Golden Ways. Okay, sorry. Only 2, because, you know, sometimes you can see the War Chariot coming, and I do slide into the 3rd one if need be. 2 copies of Dark Bribe to help protect your background. Same principle, Starlight Road, help protect your field, and Solemn Judgment. All of them came in clutch. Much needed in the deck. That'll be it for the main deck, guys. Now for the side deck, or for the main deck, that is. 2 copies of Gladiator Skyzaurus. One of the most powerful Gladiator monsters ever created. Alongside Gladiator Herclinos. We would normally go 3 and 2 for Herclinos, but for this case, 3 and 2. But if you want to swap out a 3 Skyzaurus for a second Herclino from the 3rd Herclinos, then by all means. I just only play 2 Skyzaurus because I simply only have 2. That's quite alright. 2 copies of Skyzaurus, 3 copies of Herc, and then 2 copies of Chimera Fortress Dragon for obvious reasons. When you side into your Cyber Dragon, you just contact fuse the opponent's monsters that are machine types. That'll be it for the fusions, the synchros. We only ever play synchros and fusions in Edison. 2 copies of Stardust Dragon. Shout out to the friend that gave me this very nice version. And then 1 copy of Red Dragon Archfiend, my personal favorite of the 5 dragons. Just that absolute power force we're talking about. 1 copy of Colossal Fighter. We of course don't synchro summon this deck, but every now and then it does come up sometimes. So yes. Never know if it might come in handy. 1 copy of Thought Ruler Archfiend. And then 1 copy of Black Rose Dragon. 1 copy of Bryonic. And 1 copy of Goyo Guardian. Okay, that'll be it for the side deck. Now for the side, or that'll be it for the extra deck, that is. Now the side deck. Sorry, brain fart. Oops. My apologies. We play even more traps in the side deck. 2 copies of Trap Hole. This comes in handy, especially the Blackway matchups, or even the Gadget matchups. Royal Oppression for the Machina matchups, and even the Zombie matchups. 1 copy of Gladiator War Chariot, the 3rd one just in case. 1 copy of Starlight Road, the 2nd one just in case. 1 copy of Cold Wave, in case the opponent has the same idea. You could shut down their spells and traps on your turn, and your Glads are free to tag out and attack. Over. And then to continue with my side deck, I also play 3 copies of D-Fissure, because sometimes that hole in the ground really helps, especially if it's sending them to another dimension. 2 copies of Hulk Smash, because why not? There's only ever fusion and synchros in here, so this is always live. 1 copy of Mystical Space Typhoon, back when it doesn't negate. And then last but not least, 2 copies of Zane Truesdale, Cyber Dragon, to help contact fuse your opponent's Machina monsters. So yes, that'll be it for this deck profile, guys. A very short but updated deck profile. As always, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and be part of the notification squad. You're going to be seeing more Edison, more GOAT, more hat format deck profiles more often, because not only am I trying to focus on work, but I'm also trying to budget, because getting used to living on my own with my other half. But yes, I'll still be updating the deck profile in more ways than one, as well as updating Modern if I can. Okay, thank you guys. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being such a great community. I appreciate you guys, and I'll be showing more content in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next deck profile, in the next video. So see you later, guys, and have a great day.